So I walk into a store and I'm just shocked when I walk up to this wall of like 60 different pairs of men's running shoes. I had no, how is this possible that there's this many options? So I'm clearly kind of lost. And the gentleman walks up to me and he says, "Hey, you look like you're a little overwhelmed. Can I help you out?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm just looking to buy some shoes, but I mean, gosh, how do I pick?" And he says, "Okay, well, let's talk about it. We'll figure out what's right for you." Simple little point. Let's figure out what's right for you. He's not just going to sell me what he wants. We're going to figure this out together. He says, "So you're new to running?" I said, "Well, I've run a little bit." "Okay, so you probably don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want to get something right. Is that why you're here?" "Yeah, that's right." So okay. "So do you plan on running inside or outside?" I said, "Oh, outside. I'm thrilled to be out here in the weather." He says, "Okay, in the great weather." He says, "Okay, so are you going to run on the streets? Are you going to run on a track? Are you going to run on the trails?" And I start realizing, I never thought about it before. I guess I can see that would affect the tread of the shoe, the type of shoe that I should get. I said, "Well, definitely outside. Definitely outside. I lived in an apartment down the street. I'll just, come out my front door and run down the street." Okay. So he said, "Let's go outside. I want to take a look at something." I'm thinking, well, this is interesting. He said, "Okay, I want you to take a light jog over that flagpole over there and then just come on back." Okay. So I do that. I come on back. He says, "All right. So what I was doing is I was looking at how your foot struck the ground. You land on the outside and roll in, and the inside and roll out, or is it more neutral? It's called supination, pronation, and different shoes and manufacturers are better for different types of runners. So let's do this again. I want you to do that run on the flagpole again from the side." He says, "Okay, well, so here I was looking at, again, how your foot strikes the ground. Is it on the heel, on the toe, more neutral? Again, can affect the type of shoe that you want. Hey, and by the way, I noticed, try to stand a little bit more erect and shorten your stride a little bit. It'll make you a more efficient runner." He's establishing himself as an expert. He's giving me a tip that has nothing to do with the shoes I'm going to buy, but it's going to help me as a runner. So we go back inside. He says, "Okay, here's the 3 shoes that are right for you." That's it. Help me narrow down all these options to just a few. But here's the key. It's now up to me. He helped me get there, and I understood how he got there, but he got there with me. We did this together. And now that I have these options, do you think there's any way I'm going to say, I'll take the cheaper one over there? I think that one looks cooler. If there's any chance I'm going to say, not today, and go to some other store? No way. He created urgency, and he helped me make a decision right then and there. These are the options, and he put me in control. Now, I think this idea of options is really, really powerful, because the idea is I then felt as the buyer that it was up to me. I wasn't being sold or convinced to buy something. The problem is, what happens a lot is that if we give someone just one option, even if it's absolutely the right option and you're the expert, when people have one option, they freeze. They get stuck. 97% of the time, someone will wait when only presented with one option, because they start questioning, is that really what I want? Do I really want to do this now? Geez, it's more expensive than I thought. Are there any other options? Do I really trust this person? See, options, it can take a little more work, I understand it. But part of what we're doing is we're trying to help the customer get comfortable with making a decision. And that's what options are all about. Now, one option, not great. Many options, equally as damaging.